My Mother at 66. This is the name of the poem. The composer of the poem is Kamala Das. My Mother at 66 is depiction of a daughter of her mother. Means the poem is about a mother and written by the daughter. The pain of separation and aging process is the theme of the poem. So we come to know about the poet. Now, Kamala Das, she born in 1934 in Malwar, Kerala. She recognized as one of the India's foremost poet, means very popular poetess. Her works are known for their originality, versatility and indigenous flavor. Means her works are originally hers, means when you see something new which is not noticed before in any other work of any writer, it is called original work. A versatility having so many qualities altogether, and indigenous flavor means the flavor of the soil, the local flavor, the flavor of the culture you can see in the writing of, in the poems of, in the works of the Kamala Das. So she has published many novels and short stories in English and the Malayalam under the name Madhavi Kutti was the name of the Kamala Das when she writes in the language for the Malayalam. Some of her works in English include the novel Alphabet of Lust, published in 1977, and a collection of short stories, Padmavati, The Harlots and the Other Stories, published in 1992, in addition to 5 books of the poetry. So this was her poetic or a literary achievement. She is a sensitive writer. Sensitive writer means who can easily get emotional with the things she gets in her surroundings, who captures the complex subtleties. Subtleties means something that is not easy to understand, not very obvious. So complex subtleties of human relationship. So human relationship as a parents, as a son, as a daughter, we have a complex relations, means that gets changing and we don't understand them fully. So she has expressed such sort of the relationship in lyrical idioms, mean in poetic form. My Mother at 66 is an example of this. So the theme of the poem is aging is a natural process. Have you ever thought what our elderly parents expect from us? So expectations of parents, elderly parents especially, and the role of the aging process means as the day passed, year passed, month passed, we are getting older and older. So it is a process, and our requirements, our need also change according to our age and time. So here the poet says, driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning, I saw my mother beside me, doze, open mouth, her face a scene like that of a corpse that realized with pain that she was as old as she looked, but soon put that thought away and looked out at young trees sprinting, the merry children spilling out of their homes. But after that, after the airport security check, standing a few yards away, I looked again at her van, pale as a late winter's moon, and felt that old familiar ache, my childhood's fear. But all I said was, see you soon, Amma. All I did was smile and smile and smile, sprinting. This is the meaning. Driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning, I saw my mother beside me, doze open-mouthed, her face a scene like that of a corpse that realized with pain that she was as old as she looked, but soon put that thought away and looked out at young trees sprinting, the merry children spilling. So we get explanation of this first stanza. Actually this poem is a single stanza poem. To give a special meaning, we will discuss that at the end. But in the beginning of the poem, the poetess introduces her mother as she is moving to the Cochin airport. She is leaving her mother at home and she is departing to some other places from Cochin airport, and the day is Friday. So her parents' home is in Cochin and she is moving to the Cochin airport. It was morning time and she says that she saw her mother beside me, means beside her in the car. She is driving the car and beside her seat her mother is sitting. Doze, open mouth. Doze means napping. Short span of sleep is called doze. When we sleep, when we nap, when we doze off, we call it sleeping for a short while, just in different intervals we take the naps. It is called doze. Open mouth. So when the old people nap, their mouth remains open. So was the mouth of poetess. So the mother, her face ashen like that. Her face was dull. Here the word ashen is used for the mother's face, and her face is not very bright, not very shining. There is no glow on the face of poetess Kamala Das. So the mother, it was dull. Of a corpse. Corpse means dead body. It was dull, has lost all the shine as the face of a corpse, means dead body, and realized with pain that she was as old as she looked. And I realized the pain. I realized means I felt the pain on looking the face of my mother, which was dozed, which was open mouthed, and which was very dull, not very shining, as if it was the face of a corpse. I realized the pain. I felt means the poetess felt the pain, that she was as old as she looked. But I realized the pain that my mother, means the poetess mother, has got very old. She is an old-aged woman. But as she looked, but soon put that thought away and looked out at the young trees sprinting, the merry children spilling out of their homes. So I couldn't bear the pain on the looking on the face of the mother, means the poetess is not able to bear the pain she was feeling on seeing the face of the mother. So she then saw outside, means she turned her face to other direction and she looked out the window, put that thought away, and I looked out at young trees. When you see outside the window from your car or the vehicle, you find the object are running in the opposite direction. So this is called trees sprinting. Trees are running in the opposite direction. Sprinting means short race. So when you are in a moving vehicle or in a car or in a bus, when you look outside the window, you see that the trees on the roadside are running as if they are running in the opposite direction. So the poetess calls here trees sprinting when she looked out. The merry children spilling out, and the merry means happy children. Children are on the far distant places. See that the children are running out of their homes. Spilling out means coming as if falling automatically, or we can say they are coming themselves out of their homes without worries. Here the poetess compares herself with those young children, that she is not happy to leave her old age. So the mother at home, whereas the children are coming out of their homes happily. Children spilling out of their homes means running out, coming out of their homes happily. But after the airport security check, so they reached the airport and there was a security check, means the people were there, they were checking for the security purpose, standing a few yards away, and I was again a few yards away from my mother. Means the poetess says she was away, she was at a distance of her mother, from her mother, and I looked again at her wan, pale, and I again means the poetess says she looked back the face of her mother. She found the same wan means colorless, pale means get something that is not bright, having some yellow tinge, you can say. So the face of the mother, the Kamala Das found again was pale, was a bit yellowish, was colorless, wan as a late winter's moon, and felt that old familiar ache. Again here the poetess compares her mother's face with late winter's moon. Late winter's moon are not very much bright. Late winter's moon is very colorless, is very pale, not so bright as in the season of summer. In the summer season you can see the moon is very bright, but in the winter, especially late winter, means when winters comes to an end, it is called late winters, like in February, January or February. After mid-January to the February last, it is, we can say, late winters. So that late winter's moon is pale and wan, and the poetess compares that moon with her mother's face. Means it is beautiful, but has got wan, means colorless, and has got pale. That old familiar ache. So the poetess again says the familiar ache of separation. Whenever she, means the poetess, whenever she gets separated with her mother, she has a pain. So that pain that was familiar to her came again. She felt the pain again and says, my childhood's fear. And that pain is also a childhood's fear. Means what is the fear of childhood? Separation of a child from her mother. Separation of a child from his parents or her parents. So the familiar ache and childhood's fear is both here separation of a child from his parents. So here the poetess getting separated from her mother. So she is feeling that ache. That ache means that pain, familiar pain, and that fear. Pain and fear is the separation. But all I said was, see you soon, Amma. All I did was smile and smile. But I couldn't express myself. I couldn't express, means the poetess says that she couldn't express her pain. She couldn't express her fear. She could only say that see you soon, Amma. Okay, Amma, we will meet again. See you soon means we will meet very soon. We will come together very soon. All I did was smile and smile and smile. So here the poetess says that she couldn't do anything. She only could smile and smile and smile. Means she smiles to hide her emotions. Sometimes we all smile so that we could hide our tears. So here again the separation, the pain of separation was hid by the poetess by smiling. So she ends the poem with the smile. She smiles, and this smile was actually the smile that was on the face, but hardly she was crying on the separation of her old age. So the mother, who is at 66, the age of the mother is 66. So this was the poem. Hope you would have understood this. You read it yourself once, and then we come to the questions and answer on the next session. So we can because we have enough time here, so we can also discuss the question and answer. What is the kind of pain and ache that the poet feels? The pain and ache, we have already discussed it. The pain and ache is the pain and ache of separation from her parents. The kind of pain and ache expressed here by the poet is all about her separation from her old age. So the mother, who is already at 66, very old, and poetess is very worried about her mother. Second question, why are the young trees described as sprinting? So sprinting here, what is the meaning of sprinting? As I already explained this term, this is a short fast race, you can say. So when we are in a moving vehicle or in a moving car, so when we see outside the window, we find that the objects outside on the road or object outside the car seems as if they are running on the opposite direction. So here the poetess sees that the trees are running in the opposite direction, so she calls them sprinting trees. Here poetess may infer the sprinting tree with the aging process, because when the car moves forward, the trees runs backward. So it means it seems to us as if we are running forward as we pass the years, but actually we are running in the backside, means our age is decreasing day by day. So this could be an example of aging process. Third question is, why has the poet brought in the image of merry children spilling out of their homes? So as you know, spilling out means they are naturally coming out of their homes. So the merry means happy children. So when we are with our parents, when we are at a certain age, we are children. On that time, we come out of the homes without any worry. We play because we know that whenever we go back to home, we will find our parents there. So the poetess says spilling out of their homes means coming out of their homes happily and naturally without any worries, because parents are safe and sound at home. On the other hand, the poetess is worried. He says worried because she is leaving the mother at home all alone, and she is not sure whether she will be able to see her mother again because of her old age. So she compares her situation, her circumstances with the circumstances of the children coming out of their home. So she feels they are coming out of their homes naturally, very happily, whereas she is leaving her parents or the mother in anxiety, in worries. Question number 4. Why was the mother being compared to the late winter's moon? So late winter's moon is pale, late winter's moon is wan, as the mother has reached to an age where one loses the shine and glow of the face. So the mother's face is like late winter's moon, which is pale, which is wan as late winter's moon. So winter's moon is compared with the mother's face. So coming to the next question number 5. What do the parting words of the poet and her smile signify? So parting words of the poetess were, क्या थे poetess के parting words? See you soon, Amma, and smile. Then she smiles and smile. So she consoles her mother. She assures her mother that they will very soon they would meet, and she will be all right till she comes back from her work. So she says, see you soon, Amma, and she smiles and smiles. Her smile signifies that she hides her pain, her emotions, her tears before her mother, keeping in view that she couldn't want to make her mother cry on her departure. So this was the meaning of poetess words and her smiles. So with this we end the lesson. Now you do your question and answer, you read the poem again, you will find some new meanings, some new words, some new explanation. So you do your explanation, but the thing is aging process, separation of a child from her parents especially when they are old, and the relationship of a daughter and the mother is clearly highlighted in this poem, especially when the child is, or the young girl is ready to go for her work, so for some other places, and the old aged her mother is at home. So you can read it yourself, try to explain yourself each and every line, and then write down the question answer of the exercise from the exercise. These all 5 questions answer. So thank you for now. So we wish you a happy reading.